This conference will now be recorded.
So let me share the screen. So see, just I'm showing you how many students have submitted till date. See, 38 students responded for the assignment one. So today is the last date. So please inform your friends to submit. I hope those who are attending regularly, I think they are all submitted the assignment. So by today evening, I'm going to consolidate all of them, and I'm going to check the plagiarism of each your assignment. And tomorrow I will show you how you wrote your assignments and all. Okay. Right. So anyway, we'll start our presentation now. Okay, right. Good afternoon, everyone. So welcome to lecture 9 on pre-stressed concrete structures. So today we are going to discuss on pre-stressing laws. Okay. So in the first module, so we discussed about a lot of content related to pre-stressing. And in the second module, we have started with methods and pre-stressing systems. Okay, in the both the pre-tensioning and post-tensioning, isn't it? So now today we are going to discuss the second part of the second module, so which is on pre-stressing losses. So before starting of this particular topic, so I would like to share you what exactly the loss, right? So how these losses are going to be assessed. Have you studied any losses before, like in any subject? Let us take an example of fluid mechanics, right? See, in fluid mechanics, so whenever you try to calculate the discharge, I mean the water which is flowing in a pipe, I mean through a pipe, okay? So through a pipe, so let's you're having the two kind of pipes. So one is a large diameter pipe, one is a short diameter pipe. So what are the losses will be considered when a water is flowing through a pipe? So there are few losses, isn't it? So the input discharge won't be same. So when you calculate the discharge at output, okay, what happens? So there will be some losses takes place. So what are the losses? There will be a frictional loss, there will be sudden expansion and sudden contraction losses, and there will be a sudden bend loss, right? So due to these, losses will be takes place. So I mean to say, in civil engineering, deriving any concept, okay, or assessing any quantity, right? So there will be a loss. Let us take a body which is subjected to force. So we are going to apply force of, let us say, some x kilonewton. Do you think the same force will be 100% carried by the member? No. To some reasons there may be a loss. Due to that loss, the force carried by the member may get reduced. Okay, so that we are going to consider in terms of few categories. Okay, so there will be some strength losses, there will be some serviceability losses. Okay, so in that way, losses are very important in every aspect of quantitizing a particular content. Okay, so here we are going to study the pre-stressing loss. So here what happens in pre-stressing, we all know the stages of stressing, right? So this is what a pre-stressing loss. Okay, so we all know the how the pre-stressing takes place. So in the first one, member which is subjected to force, due to the force, member tends to deflect. Okay, so to control the deflect, I mean, so it tends to deflect. So that deflection will be controlled by a reinforcement which is provided below the neutral axis. When it is subjected to tension, concrete will be subjected to compression. That's what we are inducing the compression forces into the concrete. Due to that compression forces towards inner side, concrete will be under hog. Okay, it will be under bending towards upward direction. So then when a member is subjected to load, it comes to normal. Okay, Instead of bending, it comes to normal shape. So that is what exactly the pre-stressing stages takes place, isn't it? So in this pattern, or in this particular sequence, so there will be some losses takes place, right? So here, this particular pre-stressing losses we are going to study, okay, to design a particular member or design that particular structural element, okay, by considering these losses. The losses మనం consider చేసి మనం design చేసాం అనుకోండి, so in future, so it can able to carry the load by even by considering the losses as well. Okay, so losses in the sense, see, losses అనేది మన particular subject లో, I mean particular concepts లో we are calling it as a loss. Even if you go to surveying, so we call it as an error. So there will be human errors, there will be some technical errors, there will be some machinery errors. Okay, so like in that way, the errors are going to be considered, right, to do some measurements, isn't it? Okay, to get an accurate value. So akkada mana errors antam, here we calling that as loss. So here, pre-stressed concrete applications, particularly the most important variable is pre-stress. Why I'm calling it as a variable? Why? Because pre-stressing, we are calling it as a pre-stressing loss. Pre-stressing is a variable in pre-stressing concrete applications. Okay, so there will be pre-stressing losses takes place. So that pre-stressing losses will be few for pre-tensioning. Pre-stressing losses will be few for post-tension. Okay, so that we are going to discuss in brief. So here, pre-stressing does not remain constant with the time. It always variable. Okay, it's not a constant. Pre-stressing అనేది ఎప్పుడు ఒక పర్టికులర్ ఎలిమెంట్ కి ఇంత ఉంటుంది అని మనం చెప్పలేం. It's all varying based on the time. So that's why it says pre-stress does not remain constant with the time. It's a variable. Okay, pre-stress అనేది ఎప్పుడు మారుతూ ఉంటుంది. Okay, it depends on the load. So when the load more, so then maybe some losses will be more. It's all depends on the time. Okay, so even during pre-stressing of tendons, so what happens in pre-stressing? We are going to pull the strands. We are going to stretch the strands. So when you are stretching the strands, so there will be some stress transformation takes place into the concrete. That's what we call transfer of pre-stress. Okay, when you pull the strands, there will be pre-stress transformation takes place into the concrete in terms of compression, isn't it? So by that, there is a drop of pre-stress from the initial applied pre-stressing. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం pre-stress ని apply చేస్తామో, how you are applying pre-stressing into the concrete? So we are applying pre-stressing by pulling the strands. When you pull the strands, the pre-stressing takes place. Okay, so while the pre-stressing is taking place, there will be some losses happen. There will be some loss of pre-stressing happen. How it gonna happen? Everything we are going to discuss now. So that reduction of pre-stress is nothing but the loss in pre-stress. ఏదైతే మనం ఇక్కడ డ్రాప్ అంటున్నామో, there will be some drop of pre-stress takes place. So that drop of pre-stress is nothing but loss in pre-stress. Understand? So that's what we are going to study, these pre-stressing losses. So because when you study these losses, then only you can able to design that particular member. In the third unit, we are going to start with the design of pre-stressing elements in terms of pre-tensioning and post-tensioning. There we can consider all these pre-stresses to get the final design values. Either it may be a strength, or it may be a elongation, or it may be a transformation of the force. It may be like a serviceability. Okay, so everything we are going to consider here in terms of losses, and we are going to take all these losses while designing the element. Understand? So this is what about the loss of pre-stress or loss in pre-stress. Here in loss in pre-stress, there are difference. Okay, so here there will be difference. How we are going to measure the loss? Here the loss we are going to measure in terms of initial pre-stress to effective pre-stress. And then you don't need to get difference. So let us take, I am applying a force of 50 kilonewton. Due to this loss, the member is carrying only 40 kilonewton of force. Then what will be the loss? 10 kilonewton of loss is taking place. So that's what loss in pre-stress is nothing but difference between initial pre-stress, ఏదైతే మనం initial గా apply చేస్తున్నామో, that initial pre-stress and effective pre-stress. What do you mean effective pre-stress? The member which is carrying originally, the carrying own original గా ఎంతైతే carry చేస్తుందో, that is what an effective pre-stress. Okay, so the difference between initial pre-stress minus effective pre-stress is called pre-stressing loss. Okay, very important competitive bit. Okay, and here how these losses of pre-stress affects దేని వల్ల జరుగుతాయి ఈ losses when a member is subjected to load. Okay, these losses of pre-stress affects what దేని affect చేస్తుంది losses, it affects the strength of member. అర్థమవుతుందా? అంతే కదా. See, I'm upping a force of 50 kilonewton, but it is only transferring only 40 kilonewton of the force, and there will be some losses of taking place. ఈ లాస్ వల్ల ఏమవుతుంది, దాని ఒరిజినల్ గా క్యారీ చేయగలిగే కెపాసిటీ తగ్గిపోతుంది. బై దట్ the strength of member is going to affect due to this pre-stress loss. Second one, members serviceability. చూసారా, these two are very important limit states, isn't it? Even in RCC design, what are the limit states explains about? Limit state explains about two important categories. One is limit state of strength, the other one is limit state of serviceability, isn't it? So in the same way, even here the loss of pre-stress is going to affect member towards its strength, towards its serviceability. What parameters comes under serviceability? The parameters comes under serviceability in terms of stresses in concrete, cracking, camber and deflection. What do you mean camber? Camber అంటే ఏంటమ్మా? Hogging. అర్థమవుతుందా? member bend అవుతుంది కదా పైకి, that we call it as a camber. Okay, so I think you all gone through transportation engineering. What do you mean camber there? Why camber will be provided on the pavement? Why? To drain the water, isn't it? So that camber is provided with certain slope to drain the water to the ends, right? So here when you pull the strands, the member will be hogged, member will become hogged. So that hog ante pike bend avvadanni we call it as a cambering. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో దాని హాగింగ్ అంటున్నాం కదా, టెక్నికల్ we should call it as a camber in pre-stress. ఎందుకంటే అది పైకి బెండ్ అవుతుంది, ఇలా పైకి బెండ్ అయినప్పుడు we should call it as a camber, right? So here the losses of pre-stress are going to affect member, that structural element, in terms of two categories. One, strength of the member, the other one is member's serviceability. Okay, so I think you all know what are the terms comes under serviceability: cracking, vibration, corrosion, deflection, right? Thermal effect. I think you all know this, you studied in IS 456 2000, IS 800 2007. Okay, మనం RCC steel designs చేసినప్పుడు the serviceabilities we considered, right? So that the same serviceability here also it is going to be applicable to, okay, which are going to affect the member due to this pre-stressing losses, right? So now let's talk about what are the types of pre-stress losses. So the loss of pre-stress is classified into two types, majorly two types. One is immediate loss. So where I can observe that loss while I am doing stressing. నేను స్ట్రెస్సింగ్ చేసేటప్పుడు నేను ఇమీడియట్ గా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయగలుగుతాను. Those losses comes under immediate loss అన్నమాట. Okay, the second one is called time dependent losses. What do you mean time dependent losses? Which is nothing but serviceability. Days goes on, ఆ మెంబర్ యొక్క సర్వీస్ పెరిగే కొద్దీ ఆ లాస్ ను మనం గమనించవచ్చు అన్నమాట. ఓకే, సో వై? సో బికాస్ వెన్ యువర్ ఏజ్ గోస్ ఆన్, వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ టు యువర్ మెంబర్ అంటే నువ్వే. ఓకే, లెట్స్ కన్సిడర్ యువర్ బాడీ. వెన్ యువర్ ఏజ్ ఇంక్రీజెస్, వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ టు యువర్ బాడీ? యువర్ స్ట్రెంగ్త్ విల్ రెడ్యూస్, isn't it? స్ట్రెంగ్త్ తగ్గిపోతుంది. ఇట్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ ఎ లాస్, రైట్? సో ఇట్స్ ఎ టైమ్ డిపెండెంట్ వన్. ఓకే, ఏజ్ పెరిగే కొద్దీ మన బాడీ యొక్క స్ట్రెంగ్త్, క్యారింగ్ కెపాసిటీ, క్యాపబిలిటీ తగ్గుతుంది కదా. సో ఇట్స్ ఎ టైమ్ డిపెండెంట్ వన్. ఓకే, సో ఇమీడియట్ లాస్ ఏంటి? ఇమీడియట్ గా నాకు ఏదన్నా లైక్ వెన్ ఐ ఎఫెక్ట్ సమ్ ఇల్, ఓకే, నా బాడీలో ఏదైనా ఇల్నెస్ ఉన్నా, లేకపోతే see when I am carrying some load, okay, originally I am supposed to carry that load, but due to some immediate loss I couldn't able to carry that load. That is a very instant losses eppudu immediate losses annamata. Okay, time dependent losses will be, it's all observed based on the period, based on a certain period. Okay, so let's talk about what do you mean immediate loss. Immediate losses are nothing but which are going to occur during pre-stressing of tendons. అంటే immediate గా మన స్ట్రెస్సింగ్ చేసే టైంలో మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేయొచ్చు అన్నమాట. ఓకే, సో when a member is subjected to pre-tensioning, so while doing pre-tensioning before the concrete casts, okay, into the mold, we can observe these kind of losses అన్నమాట. అలాంటి వాటిని immediate losses అంటారు. అండ్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ఆఫ్ pre-stress to the concrete, మనం లోడ్ అప్లై చేసేటప్పుడు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, ఈ ఇమీడియట్ లాస్ ని. ఇంకోటి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రీ-స్ట్రెస్. ఎప్పుడైతే when we stretch the strands, stretch the strands, the stresses will transform into the concrete to make concrete to squeeze kada. దాన్ని మనం ఏమంటాం, ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రీ స్ట్రెస్ అంటాం. ప్రీ స్ట్రెస్ మనం ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తున్నాం, స్టాండ్స్ ని పుల్ చేస్తున్న దాని వల్ల ప్రీ స్ట్రెసెస్ ని కాంక్రీట్ లోకి ఇండ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ వి కాల్ ఇట్ as a transfer of pre-stress. So immediate losses we can observe in two stages. Again, one is when you are applying force to the tendon. Second one is when the stresses are transformed into the concrete. Okay, so ilanti two stages lo మనం immediate losses ni we can able to observe clearly. And the second one is time dependent losses. Time dependent losses is nothing but పేరులోనే ఉంది. It can able to observe during service life of a structure యొక్క service period. Maybe immediately after construction, immediately after stressing, you may not able to observe this loss, but you can observe the loss of pre-stress in that member in a durable service time. Okay, so అందువల్లే there will be some future stressing blocks will be arranged in every element అన్నమాట. In the future లో వాటిని స్ట్రెస్ చేయడానికి. ఎందుకు ఫ్యూచర్ లో స్ట్రెస్ చేయాలి? Because definitely in future the member carrying capacity will get reduced. If you want to increase the serviceability or if you want to increase the strength of the member, again you can do pre-stressing in later stage. తర్వాత మళ్ళీ మనం స్ట్రెస్సింగ్ చేయొచ్చు. That is gonna useful to increase the serviceability of the member. Okay, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి మీ ఆర్సిసి స్ట్రక్చర్స్ 50 years 60 years ఓల్డ్ స్ట్రక్చర్స్ ని ఇప్పుడు మనం స్ట్రెంథనింగ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఎలా? In terms of retrofitting them. So okay, while doing retrofitting you can able to increase the serviceability or durability of the structure. Okay, so that's how the loss of pre-stress is going to be classified into two categories. One is immediate loss, the other one is time dependent loss. I think you understood what is the difference between immediate and time dependent losses, isn't it? So let's go into deep. What are the different types of losses according to time and according to material, right? Because as I told you, pre-stress loss is not a time dependent one. Okay, it varies according to time. So what are the pre-stressing losses which varies with respect to time? So the pre-stressing losses are two, as I told you. One is immediate loss, the other one is time dependent, right? What are the things comes under immediate loss? Elastic shortening. Understand, elastic shortening is nothing but immediate loss. I can able to observe this loss while doing stressing, while doing, okay, while pulling the strands, while transforming the stresses into the concrete. I can able to observe that. Second one is frictional loss. So obviously there will be a friction, so frictional loss kuda untundi. Third one is anchorage slip. As I told you, so there will be some pre-stressing materials. There will be anchorage cone, bearing plate, wedges, strands. Okay, they are all together. So when you combine together, then only you can able to do the stressing, right? So at the point of anchorage, okay, there will be some slip takes place. Ante manu stressing chesetappudu there will be some small strand slip jarugutundi anamata. So that we call as an anchorage slip. So these all we can able to observe while doing stressing. So those comes under the immediate pre-stressing losses. What are the time dependent losses with respect to time? So creep, as we already know, creep is a time dependent one. Okay, so due to constant loading you can able to see the deformation in the member. So creep is a time dependent one. Due to creep also you can observe the pre-stressing loss. Second one is shrinkage, right? So I think we already discussed what is the shrinkage of concrete, right? And the last one is the relaxation, right? What do you mean relaxation? So we discussed many times. It's something like resilience, right? So when you pull the strands, okay, so when you cut the member, so member will try to squeeze the concrete at the point where it will relax some forces, it relax some stresses. Okay, at the time there will be losses takes place, right? So in this the time dependent, as the time goes on, so member will try to relax itself, right? Endukante member hog ayi untundi kada. So when it is subjected to load, continuous loading on that member, so due to time varying, so member will tends to relax itself. Member relax avutu untundi anamata. Relax aye time lo kuda it will loses its stress, loses its force or loses its strength, I can call it as. So like this, according to time, your pre-stressing losses were classified into immediate and time dependent. You have to know what are the immediate pre-stressing losses where you can consider while doing stressing, and what are the time dependent losses where you can observe in the particular structural element. Okay, so these are according to time. Okay, so let me discuss what are the pre-stressing losses observed according to material. Okay, very important. So these are the pre-stressing losses which we can observe according to material. So what are the materials we use majorly in pre-stressing? One is concrete, that is also high grade strength concrete. Next one, steel, high tensile steel. So we use these two as an important pre-stressing material in pre-stressed concrete, isn't it? So what are the pre-stressing losses for concrete? Elastic shortening, because as concrete is not a perfect elastic material, it's a brittle material, but it will have an elastic property up to some extent. So that elastic shortening is also some kind of loss, right? Second one is creep. So whatever the time dependent loss what we studied before, okay, in the previous slide, according to time, creep and shrinkage, these two comes under material loss and material సంబంధించిన loss, right? So by that, elastic shortening, creep and shrinkage comes under concrete pre-stressing loss. And what are the losses comes for steel? Friction, anchorage slip, relaxation. So ఇవే losses we studied here also according to time kada. ఇవే losses ni we are going to differentiate with respect to material. So in this, elastic shortening, creep and shrinkage followed with concrete, friction, anchorage slip, relaxation we can observe with respect to steel. Okay, so by that I can say out of these 6 major losses, elastic shortening, creep, shrinkage, friction, anchorage slip, relaxation. Okay, so వీటిలో ఏ losses relates to material of steel? Again, immediate loss అని అడిగినప్పుడు మీరు ఏమని చెప్తారు? Friction is a pre-stress loss for a steel material which I can observe immediately while doing stressing అని చెప్పొచ్చు, అవునా? Anchorage slip is a pre-stress loss for steel material where I can observe immediately while doing pre-stressing అని చెప్పొచ్చు. And what else comes under immediate pre-stressing here? Elastic shortening. Elastic shortening is a concrete pre-stressing loss, okay, which I can observe immediately while doing pre-stressing and చెప్పండి. Like that you have to differentiate. And what else comes for time dependent? Creep and shrinkage are a pre-stressing loss for concrete material, okay, for time dependent variable, time dependent pre-stressing loss and And what else comes under time dependent? Relaxation. Relaxation is a pre-stressing loss of a steel material, okay, so which we can able to observe with respect to time. So like that we have to differentiate, but finally you have to remember the pre-stressing loss are 6. What are they? Elastic shortening, creep, shrinkage, friction, anchorage slip and relaxation. Okay, so all these 6 you have to differentiate with respect to time. Okay, immediate, time dependent. At the same way you have to differentiate with respect to material which relates to concrete and which relates to steel. So these 2 flow charts I can call it as. So these are very important for your competitive exams. Okay, they're gonna ask you so this loss, whether it is a immediate loss or a time dependent. At the same way, which I mean to which material it relates to. This pre-stressing loss relates to which material, concrete ka steel ka అని అడుగుతారు. So in that way these 2 tables are very important according to time, according to material. Okay, so please try to remember all this. Okay, right. So next we will discuss one by one. First with elastic shortening, which are relates to concrete, okay, creep, shrinkage, everything. And then we discuss friction, anchorage slip and relaxation which relates to steel. Okay, like that we can able to cover all these 6 pre-stressing losses which gonna cover or which gonna cover according to time as well. Okay, time to kuda manu ee 6 ne manu relate chestunnam kabatti, right? Right. So now, as we all know, there are pre-stressing systems. So in that, so here we all know there are two kind of pre-stressing systems. One is pre-tensioning, the other one is post-tensioning, right? So what do you mean pre-tensioning? So the tendons which are stressed before concrete is going to be placed, right? And what do you mean post-tensioning? The strands are tensioned after the concrete attains its maximum compression strength, or else when the member is subjected to tension after concrete getting hardened, right? So that's how we are differentiating the pre-tensioning and post-tensioning. See, whatever the pre-stressing losses we've gone through out of 6, so these 6 won't be same for pre-tensioning and post-tension. So they are varying. Okay, so that's what we are going to discuss. So you have to relate which losses there for pre-tensioning and which losses will be there for post-tension, right? So all 6 losses won't be there for a single pre-stressing system, right? So that we are going to study with the form of a table. So here I can show you clear picture. What are the losses what are the losses can be considered for pre-tensioning and what are the losses can be considered for post-tensioning? All together, you can able to study the whole losses of a pre-stressing system, right? So I think these pictures we already gone through. Example of pre-tensioning is a electrical pole, post-tensioning is nothing but a like box girder, right? Yeah. So now the differentiation of losses of varying pre-stressing systems, here you can go through. So we gone through 6 losses, right? One is elastic shortening, other one is creep, shrinkage, anchorage slip, friction, and relaxation, right? See, in that 6, if you see the 4th loss, here I mentioned both creep and shrinkage of concrete together, right? So by that, all there are 6 losses, you have to understand. So now you have to remember which losses will be there for pre-tension and which losses will be there for post-tension. First, elastic shortening. So what type of loss it is? Elastic shortening is an immediate loss which relates to a material come elastic shortening, which relates to steel material, right? So pre-tensioning will have an elastic shortening, right? Pre-tensioning ki elastic shortening ఉంటుంది. So when I explain you what do you mean elastic shortening, clearly you can able to understand why this elastic shortening was relating to pre-tensioning అని మీకు బాగా అర్థమవుతుంది. Elastic shortening అంటే ఏంటి? Member అనేది it reduce in its length అనేది తగ్గుతుంది. ఎందుకు తగ్గుతుంది? Because it is getting squeezed. ఎప్పుడైతే మెంబర్ స్క్వీజ్ అవుతుందో ఒరిజినల్ లెంత్ కన్నా after getting stressed the member will reduce in its length, right? That we called as an elastic shortening antunnam. Why it's so called elastic? So when it is have an elastic property, then only it can able to reduce in its length, because we all know concrete is a brittle material, but still it is reducing in its length. It is become hogged because it's have some elastic property. Okay, due to that elastic property, material is shortening in its length, right? So when it is induced some compression forces into it, right? So by that, pre-tensioning will have an elastic shortening loss. What about the post-tensioning member? When you do post-tensioning of a element, what happens happens to this elastic shortening? Will that loss will occur in post-tensioning? Let's see. So there is no elastic shortening loss in post-tensioning members when all cables are simultaneously tensioned. Okay, so I think you all seen how the post-tensioning is going to be happen. In Fresnel system, there are multiple strands are clubbed together where the jack is going to be hold all the cables at once. Kada anni cables ni మనం ఒకేసారి స్ట్రెస్ చేసామనుకోండి, there is no choice of elastic shortening, right? So because elastic shortening is related to what? For which material? It relates to steel. Understand? So by that, right? You can see clearly elastic, sorry, not steel, concrete. Sorry. Elastic shortening, creep and shrinkage relates to concrete. Why? Because concrete which is going to get squeezed, right? So here in post tensioning, when you apply all when you apply tensile forces to all cables at a time, there is no elastic shortening takes place in concrete. Okay, but if the wires are tensioned in stages, loss will exist. Compulsory అన్ని cables ని మనం individual గా స్ట్రెస్ చేస్తూ వచ్చామనుకోండి, not all cables at once, individual cable ని ఒక్కొక్కసారి మనం స్ట్రెస్ చేస్తూ వచ్చామనుకోండి, there will be some elastic shortening takes place in concrete. Okay, so that's how you have to know elastic shortening is a loss will be there for pre-tensioning and post-tensioning. Okay, pre-tensioning అయితే 100% ఉంటుంది, బట్ పోస్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్ కి ఎప్పుడైతే కేబుల్స్ అన్నిటిని ఒకేసారి మనం పుల్ చేస్తామో ఎలాస్టిక్ షార్టనింగ్ కాంక్రీట్ కి ఉండదు అనమాట. బట్ వైర్స్ ని ఇండివిజువల్ గా ఎప్పుడైతే మనం టెన్షనింగ్ చేస్తామో దెన్ దెర్ విల్ బి ఎలాస్టిక్ షార్టనింగ్ కాంక్రీట్. ఓకే, కాంక్రీట్ లో ఎలాస్టిక్ షార్టనింగ్ ఉంటుంది. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ కమింగ్ టు యాంకరేజ్ స్లిప్. యాంకరేజ్ స్లిప్ అంటే ఆ స్లిప్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. కొద్దిగా మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ఫోర్స్ అప్లై చేస్తుంటామో ఆ జాబ్ తో మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ఫోర్స్ అప్లై చేస్తామో there will be some slip takes place. I will explain you clearly one by one. Okay, just in this table you can able to understand which losses are there for pre-tensioning and post-tensioning. Okay, anchorage slip won't be there for pre-tensioning. Anchorage slip will be there only for post-tensioning. Compulsory post-tensioning ki untundi. And third one, frictional loss. Anchorage, let me tell clearly here, what is anchorage slip? Anchorage slip is relates to which type of loss? Anchorage slip is a immediate loss relates to steel material. Understand? Anchorage slip is a immediate loss relates to steel material, right? So there is no anchorage slip for pre-tensioning, but there will be anchorage slip for post-tensioning. Okay, third one is frictional loss. Frictional loss is a immediate time dependent. Frictional loss is a immediate loss which is relating to which material? Steel material. Okay, so frictional loss is an immediate loss which is going to relate with steel material. So there is no frictional loss in pre-tensioning. Why? Because before casting you are stretching the strands మనం ఇలా స్ట్రెచ్ చేసి యాంకరేజ్ చేస్తుంటాం, right? So when they pulled and stretched before the concrete placed into concrete, there is no kind of frictional losses takes place. That's why no frictional loss will be there in pre-tensioning, but in post-tensioning there will be a frictional loss. Why anedi we will discuss one by one. Okay, no worries. Fourth one, creep and shrinkage. Creep and shrinkage is a what type of loss? It is a time dependent loss which is related to concrete material, isn't it? Creep and shrinkage is a time dependent loss relates to concrete material. So creep and shrinkage will be there in both pre-tensioning and post-tensioning. Why? Because we all know member will subject it to deformation with respect to time, with respect to constant loading. That will be there either it may be a pre-tension or post-tension member. So అందువల్ల రెండిటికి ఈ creep and of concrete అనేది ఉంటుంది, లాస్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, pre-tensioning ఉంటుంది, post-tensioning కూడా ఉంటుంది. And the last one is relaxation of steel. What do you mean relaxation of steel? One second. Sir, good afternoon, sir. Sir, na class అయిపోయిన తర్వాత వస్తాను సార్, 1 o'clock అయిపోతుంది. I will come. Okay, right. Okay, so relaxation of steel. So let me talk about what is the type of loss this relaxation steel. Relaxation of steel is a time dependent loss relates to steel material. Antena? So relaxation of steel is a time dependent loss relates to steel material. So there will be relaxation of steel in pre-tensioning, there will be relaxation of steel in post-tensioning also. Okay, so that's how you have to be very careful while designing the member. You have to consider these losses while designing. అప్పుడు మీరు ఏం అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలి when you are designing a pre-tensioned member, like when you are designing a electrical pole or a railway sleeper or a precasting elements. Okay, so precasting panels, wall panels and all, you should know what are the losses going to be happen for pre-tension member. There will be elastic shortening in concrete, there will be a creep and shrinkage in concrete, there will be relaxation of steel in steel member అని మనకు తెలియాలి. Okay, so coming to post-tensioning, all losses will be there, all 6 losses will be there in post-tensioning. By that, designing of post-tension member is very crucial. Understand? సో పోస్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్ మెంబర్ డిజైన్ చేయడం అనేది చాలా చాలా crucial. Why? Because there are multiple losses takes place in post tensioning in terms of immediate, in terms of time variable. Okay, time dependent ga immediate ga మనకు అన్ని లాసెస్ ఉన్నాయి పోస్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్ లో. ఓకే, విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు కాంక్రీట్, విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు స్టీల్, all kind of losses there in post tensioning. By that we have to be very careful while designing the post tensioning member. Okay, so in terms of calculating the losses ని మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఈ లాసెస్ అన్ని మనం కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి. దెన్ ఓన్లీ ద ఫైనల్ ఎండ్ product will achieve with respect to strength and with respect to serviceability. Understand? So because we all design any structural element to be strong towards its strength, to be serviceable towards its lifetime. Antena ee rendu chaala important. That is what the limit state design is talking about, right? So by that, post tensioning is very crucial compared with pre-tensioned elements. Okay, at the same time post tensioning anedi, so we are using that for heavy structures, chala heavy loaded structures ki manam post tensioning chestu untam. So by that, these losses are very very important to be considered while designing the member. Understand? So this is what about the losses of pre-stress, right? So because this is very very important module amma. Okay, I don't want to be hurry in explaining all the losses at once. Okay, so let me have very brief introduction and have a good interaction with you in terms of understanding all these losses carefully. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to discuss in detail what are the immediate losses in terms of elastic shortening, in terms of frictional loss, in terms of anchorage slip, and what are the time variable, time dependent losses in terms of creep and shrinkage and relaxation of slip. ఇవన్నీ రేపు మనం వన్ బై వన్ డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం విత్ నీట్ డయాగ్రామ్స్. ఓకే, with a few videos also we are going to explain. I'm going to explain you in detail. Okay, so now till this slide, if you have any doubts related to losses, okay, we will have a discussion, right? So it's around 20 minutes left, right? So we'll have some interaction, so where we can able to understand about these losses. ఎందుకంటే హరిగా మనం వెళ్ళిపోవడం వల్ల ఉపయోగం లేదు. Okay, because they are around 47 slides, so till this slide there are only 12 slides are done. Okay, I'm going to spend much time on this to explain you clearly about all these losses, right? Okay, ఇక్కడ వరకు మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా? So can you ask me now, please guys. You can unmute yourself. Okay, మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకొని ప్లీజ్ ఫీల్ ఫ్రీ టు క్వశ్చన్ మీ, ఆర్ ఎల్స్ నేనే ఒక్కొక్కరిని అడుగుతాను. సో మీరే నాకు జస్ట్ అన్మ్యూట్ అండ్ యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ మీ ద క్వశ్చన్. ఫస్ట్ వన్, రోల్ నెంబర్ 11, lateral entry 11, అన్మ్యూట్, రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వాలమ్మా మీరు. రోల్ నెంబర్ 11.
Yeah, sir.
ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా మీకు లాసెస్ లో?
Sir, how is the elastic shortening in case of post tensioning?
ఎలాస్టిక్ షార్టనింగ్.
Yeah, sir.
అదే మా పోస్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్ లో ఎలాస్టిక్ షార్టనింగ్ అనేది చాలా రేర్ గా జరుగుతుంది. వెన్ యూ స్టార్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్ ద వైర్స్ ఇండిపెండెంట్లీ ఆర్ ఇండివిజువల్లీ, then there is a chance of elastic shortening. Elastic shortening అంటే nothing but it will reduce in its length. Length అనేది reduce అవుతుంది. See, just think once, when you try to bend your member in upward direction, what happens to the length of the member? తగ్గుతుంది కదా, it will reduce in its length కదా.
Yes, sir.
See, when you take a longitudinal member, when it bends, it will reduce in its length. Okay, that reduction we call it as an elastic shortening. That elastic shortening will take place when the member is subjected to tension. When the strands are pulled, there will be pre-stressing will be induced in the concrete, then there will be a reduction takes place in a concrete element. Why? Because elastic shortening is related to concrete material kada. Concrete loss ki relate kabatti shortening అనేది జరుగుతుంది. It will happen both in pre-tensioning and post-tensioning, but majorly pre-tensioning లో it's mandatory, compulsory elastic shortening ఉంటుంది. Post-tensioning లో చాలా రేర్ గా ఉంటుంది. Why? Because there will be huge strands takes place when you pull all strands together, all cables together. You can't observe that shortening much, but when you do wires individually, ఎలాస్టిక్ షార్టనింగ్ అనేది మీకు కనిపిస్తుంది. ఓకే,
Sir,
So
why
when I-
not in cables, sir?
యా చెప్పండి.
Sir, why not in cables?
సారీ,
Why not in cables, sir? Short tensioning. I mean,
వైడనింగ్
elastic.
కేబుల్.
Sir, why can't elastic shortening in case of cables, sir?
ఎలాస్టిక్ షార్టనింగ్ కేబుల్స్ లో అవ్వదమ్మా. షార్టనింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి చెప్పండి? వాట్ యు మీన్ షార్టనింగ్?
It will decrease.
రెడ్యూసింగ్ ఇట్స్ లెంత్, అవునా?
Yes, sir.
మనం స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఏం చేస్తున్నాం? వాట్ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఫర్
Pull.
స్ట్రాండ్స్? పుల్లింగ్. పుల్లింగ్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు మెంబర్ ఎలాంగేట్ అవుతుందా, షార్టన్ అవుతుందా?
Elongate.
దెన్
Elongate.
there is no chance of shortening in steel. అంతే కదా?
Yeah, sir.
రైట్, అండర్స్టాండ్?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, so steel is very good in tension, so there is no chance of shortening in steel. So shortening దేంట్లో జరుగుతుంది? కాంక్రీట్ లో జరుగుతుంది. Why? Because concrete is strong in compression. Okay, so by that shortening takes place only in concrete. Concrete కంప్రెస్ అయితేనే కదా హాగ్ అవుతుంది అది.
Yes, sir.
రైట్, ఓకే, అండర్స్టాండ్? సో అందువల్ల మనకి ఎలాస్టిక్ షార్టనింగ్ అనేది స్టీల్ లో ఉండదు, ఓన్లీ కాంక్రీట్ లోనే ఉంటుంది. దట్స్ వై ఇట్స్ ఏ కాంక్రీట్ లాస్ అన్నమాట, కాంక్రీట్ ప్రీస్ట్రెస్ లాస్. ఓకే,
Okay, fine, sir. Understood.
ఎనీథింగ్ ఎల్స్ అమ్మా?
No, sir.
Yeah, I will move to second one. Roll number 104. Roll number 104. Unmute. 17J 104. See, you have to respond అమ్మా. మీరు వింటున్నారు లేదో నాకు తెలియదు. మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకుని నాతో మాట్లాడితే then I can conclude that you are listening. I don't know Nikita Dasri, she left now. See, in between why you are leaving? See, if it is a technical issue, no worries, but don't leave in between the class. Roll number 104. You see, he is not responding. Roll number 109. Roll number 109. Unmute.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Any doubts, Naima?
Sir, creep and shrinkage of the concrete will done along with cables.
Concrete shrink అనేది not only just because of stressing అమ్మా. స్ట్రెస్సింగ్ చేసినా చేయకపోయినా కాంక్రీట్ అనేది shrink అవుతుంది. ఓకే,
Okay, sir.
shrink. What do you mean shrinkage? Shrinkage అంటే ఏం చెప్పండి?
Decreases
What
in.
you understood about shrinkage? Reduction in its volume కదా?
Yes, sir.
ఎప్పుడైతే అది స్క్వీజ్ అవుతుందో కాంక్రీట్ shrink అయినప్పుడు shrinkage క్రాక్స్ కూడా వస్తుంటాయి అన్నమాట. అది టైం డిపెండెంట్. కాంక్రీట్ shrink అనేది టైం డిపెండెంట్. ఓకే, సో ఇట్ విల్ బి దేర్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ కాంక్రీట్.
Yes, sir.
shrink అనేది కూడా కంప్రెషన్ రిలేటెడ్, అందువల్ల ఇట్ విల్ బి దేర్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ కాంక్రీట్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఫర్ స్టీల్.
Yes, sir.
రైట్, ఎనీథింగ్ ఎల్స్ అమ్మా?
Nothing, sir. That's it.
క్లియర్? అంత నీట్ గా ఉందా? లాసెస్ ఆఫ్ ప్రీస్ట్రెస్ మీకు బాగా అర్థమైందా?
Yes, sir.
రైట్, ఓకే, గుడ్. రోల్ నెంబర్ 111. అన్మ్యూట్. రోల్ నెంబర్ 111. 17J 111. 111. Okay. Roll number 126. Unmute.
Sub present.
111 వచ్చారా? 111. Unmute.
వచ్చాను సార్.
యా చెప్పండి అమ్మా, ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా?
లేవు సార్.
లేవా? గుడ్.
లేవు సార్.
126. రోల్ నెంబర్ 126. ఎనీ డౌట్స్? రోల్ నెంబర్ 126. No response. Roll number 138. 138.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt, sir. Okay, right. 18J 102 lateral.
Yes, sir.
18J
Clear, sir.
102.
It's clear, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
అంటే లైక్ సీరియస్ గానీ ఏం డౌట్స్ లేవా, లేకపోతే ఏం అర్థం కాక డౌట్స్ లేవా?
అర్థమైంది సార్.
అర్థమైందా? వెరీ గుడ్.
No.
రోల్ నెంబర్ 104. రెస్పాన్స్ lateral 104. Roll number 104. See, no response. 109, lateral 109.
Sir, no doubt, sir.
No doubts. అంత క్లియరా మీకు?
Sir.
గుడ్. అన్ని లాసెస్ అర్థమయ్యాయి నీట్ గా?
అర్థమయ్యాయి సార్.
సో రేపు ఇన్ డీటెయిల్ గా ఒక్కొక్క లాస్ ని ఇన్ డీటెయిల్ గా చదువుతాం, రైట్? సో అది ప్రీ టెన్షన్ ఏ విధంగా రిలేట్ అవుతుంది, పోస్ట్ టెన్షన్ ఏ విధంగా రిలేట్ అవుతుంది అనేది ఇన్ డీటెయిల్ గా వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు స్టడీ ఆల్ ద లాసెస్ అన్నమాట, రైట్?
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ సరోజిని, డి సరోజిని.
Yes, sir. Everything is clear, sir.
ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్. ఇండస్ట్రీ 101 lateral.
సార్ క్లియర్ సార్.
క్లియర్ అమ్మా, ఏం డౌట్స్ ఏం లేవా?
ఏం లేదు సార్.
ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ కే గోపి 132.
క్లియర్ సార్.
క్లియరా గోపి? ఓకే అమ్మా, వెరీ గుడ్. రాజశేఖర్ 17J 128. రాజశేఖర్, ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్. రాజశేఖర్, నో. లావణ్య 123.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా?
No, sir. No, sir.
ఓకే, రైట్. మిథున్ 134. మిథున్,
ఎస్ సార్.
ఏమైనా
sir.
డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా మిథున్?
నో డౌట్ సార్.
అన్ని అర్థమయ్యాయి,
Sir.
అన్ని లాసెస్
అర్థమయ్యాయి సార్. సార్ కొంచెం మంది ప్రాబ్లం ఉందంట సార్, వాళ్ళు మెసేజ్ పెట్టమనండి ఒకవేళ ప్రాబ్లం ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి డౌట్స్.
ఎవరికన్నా నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటే యూ క్యాన్ ఆల్వేస్ అమ్మా. నాకు ఎవరు వాట్సాప్ లో డౌట్స్ అడగట్లేదు. వాట్సాప్ లో మీరు ఇండివిజువల్ గా గ్రూప్ లో కాకపోయినా యూ క్యాన్ క్వశ్చన్ మీ త్రూ మై పర్సనల్ వాట్సాప్ నెంబర్. దాంట్లోనే మీరు డౌట్స్ అడగచ్చు. మీరు డౌట్స్ అడిగితే నేను క్లారిఫై చేస్తాను. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మెసేజ్ టు ఎవ్రీ వన్. You can ask me doubts personally also. No need to put it in group. Okay, so I am ready to clarify all your doubts. Okay, no? Right.
Yes, sir.
Pravalika.
Yes, sir. No doubt, sir.
No doubts na amma Pravalika?
No, sir. Clear, sir.
Clear amma? Okay, very good.
Yes, sir.
Roll number 160 ready.
Sir, no doubt, sir.
Ready. No
doubt, sir.
No doubt,
Yes, sir.
clear anta?
Clear.
Right, okay. Shiv Kumar 154. Shiva. Shiv Kumar 17J 154. Any doubts, Shiva? No response. మీరు ఫోన్ అలా పెట్టేసి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారు ఏంటి? See, you are present, but your voice, your presence was not.
Sir, Shiv Kumar message చేశారు సార్.
మెసేజ్ చేస్తున్నాడా? ఏ వాయిస్ లేదా తనకి?
తెలియదు సార్.
I am sorry due to some network issue. Okay, no issue. Any doubts you can. Shiv Kumar, I have some network problem. Okay, fine, no issue. Network clear అయిన తర్వాత ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి, రైట్? ఓకే శివ. నెక్స్ట్ శ్రీనిజ 120. శ్రీనిజ అన్మ్యూట్. శ్రీనిజ రోల్ నెంబర్ 120. No. Okay, Srinu Sri, roll number 110. Srinu. Srinija, no doubts. Srinu. Okay. Vamshi 145. Roll number 145, Vamshi. Vamshi. No doubts. Roll number 103, 18J lateral, Vamshi.
Sir,
Vamshi, ఏమైనా డౌట్స్
No doubt.
అమ్మా?
no sir, clear sir.
క్లియర్ గా ఉందా? ఓకే,
Sir.
రైట్. ఓకే, హోప్ డౌట్స్ లేవు అని అంటే ఐ విల్ బి పాజిటివ్ సైడ్. మీకు అందరికీ చాలా నీట్ గా అర్థమైందని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను, రైట్? సో ఎనీ డౌట్స్, మీకు ఏమన్నా స్టిల్ అర్థం కాకపోయినా, ఏదన్నా క్లారిఫికేషన్ కావాలన్నా, ఓకే, సో మీరు ఆల్వేస్ యూ క్యాన్ పింగ్ మీ త్రూ వాట్సాప్. Okay, I'm ready to clear your doubts. Okay na? Right.
సార్
Anything else?
సార్ అసైన్మెంట్ గురించి ఒకసారి పెట్టండి సార్, చెప్పండి సార్.
ఇంకమ్మా మిథున్?
అసైన్మెంట్ గురించి సార్, ఇవాళ లాస్ట్ డేట్.
Yeah. See, around 38 students అసైన్మెంట్ సబ్మిట్ చేశారమ్మా. సో ఐ హోప్ ఎవరైతే ఇప్పుడు ప్రెసెంట్ ఉన్నారో వీళ్ళందరూ అసైన్మెంట్ సబ్మిట్ చేశారని అనుకుంటున్నాను. ఎవరైతే ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసెస్ అటెండ్ అవ్వట్లేదో వాళ్ళు కూడా కొంతమంది సబ్మిట్ చేశారు. బికాజ్ ద మాక్సిమం అటెండెన్స్ టిల్ డేట్ ఈస్ 37 ఐ థింక్. సో 38 సబ్మిట్ చేశారు అంటే దిస్ అసైన్మెంట్ వాజ్ రీచ్ టు అదర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆల్సో. ఇంకా రెస్ట్ మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి ఎవరైతేనే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇవ్వండి. నా ప్రెజెంటేషన్స్ అన్ని యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్లో ఉన్నాయి. Please, I am requesting you subscribe to my channel and view all the lectures. Okay, by that you can able to write the assignment questions clearly. Submit చేయమని చెప్పండి. అసైన్మెంట్ సబ్మిట్ చేయకపోతే ఇంటర్నల్ మార్క్స్ రావు. ఓకేనా? సో అది మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ కూడా ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేయండి. మీరు ఎవరన్నా సబ్మిట్ చేయకపోతే ఈ రోజు నైట్ 12 o'clock లోపల సబ్మిట్ చేయండి. ఓకే, క్లియర్? సో దట్స్ ఇట్. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు షేర్ విత్ యూ. యాక్చువల్గా 19th నిన్న నైట్ వరకు టైం ఉంది, బట్ ఐ వాజ్ ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ టిల్ 28. ఓకే, ఈ రోజు నైట్ వరకు మీరు సబ్మిట్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకేనా? ఇంకేమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా? క్లియర్? Right then. Okay, so tomorrow we will have or 10 to 15 minutes discussion on the assignment. Meeku plagiarism elaga check chestaru, how your answers are relating with the internet sources and with your friends. Ivanni nenu meeku chupistanu first 10 to 15 minutes. Then we will continue with our lecture on pre-stress losses. Okay, right. So see you tomorrow, guys. Okay, so stay safe.